Oh,
We're back again.
sure. Here.
We're back again.
Take it.
Are those pretzels as chasers?
If you want one.
That's very cute of you.
Take the lime, dude. Take the shot, dude.
Oh, well, give me. Oh, this is my shot glass. No one fucking take this.
No one did.
This used to say, "Take your best shot."
We already have talked about that.
Saturday in
The park. I think it was the 4th of July. Nasrovia.
Salud. You. Mm-mm.
I'd rather die.
Have yourself a day.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
That made me reconsider everything.
It wasn't that bad. Pretzel like this.
Welcome. Another Under Umbrellas, episode
5.
5.
Hello.
Hello, goodbye. How the hell are you?
I've been pretty good.
Yo. No, this is
our
cool.
cushion fell.
I got to be honest with you. I kind of I didn't really miss you guys that much when you were gone, but I kind of did miss you guys when you were gone. Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense.
Like, when you were gone, when we did the podcast last week, it was fun, but I was genuinely looking forward to this day.
Yeah.
To be able to do it in person
Yeah.
again. And I feel like now we're at full strength. Allison's back, not asleep.
Jesus.
We know what we're doing a little bit better. I think
Yeah.
this is going to be the best one yet.
And I'm sexier than ever.
That's debatable.
No,
I feel like when you came back from North Carolina, you look a little different.
I got a whole different sex appeal.
You changed since the trip.
Whole different sex appeal now.
Anyways, cheers.
Oh yeah. I
I'll hide
forgot.
the label. Just kidding. I don't really care.
Fuck
Nasrovia.
Bud Light. Fuck you, Bud Light.
But anyways, welcome again. Episode 5, Under Umbrellas.
Can we say that?
Well, we're not sponsored by them yet, but eventually we will be, and then it'll be a joke.
They already
this will
got
be
Post
part of the
Malone,
commercial.
though. Is that real?
Yeah, we'll be the next one.
We're gonna have to start drinking like PBR because they're like
Bud
Bud
Light's
Light's
rival
taken.
brand.
We're drinking Rolling
I
Rocks.
think that if Rick Ross can say put a Molly all in her drink, she ain't even know it.
No,
get
you-
dropped by Reebok and then pick back up. I think we'll be
no,
okay.
you can't say that.
No, you mustn't.
You literally can't.
No, you must
say
not say that.
What was he thinking?
I don't know.
What? Listen, that had to get heard by everybody in the studio. Himself. Who was on that song too? Someone was on that song.
Like
Wiz
it wasn't
Khalifa.
Kanye, was it? It was Wiz, yeah.
Wiz had to hear that. The engineer had to hear that.
Yeah, but you know how it is in the
The
moment.
producers had to hear that. Bro, you can't say.
No, you cannot say
you
that.
Can't
But
fucking say
in the
that.
moment, they're probably like, yeah, that's raw. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we get where you're going with that. And then afterwards, it's like, yo, it's a little rapey.
I can't.
You
I
cannot
just-
say that.
I can't imagine Wiz hearing that and being like, "That's fucking."
Nah, what he
that's
said was, ha ha, and then it was good.
Or he was so fucked up. He was so high. He
That
just
was my impression of
like,
him
he
being
missed
so high.
it. He missed it.
Well, we are drinking again, and we had to go procure these alcoholic beverages before the show like we usually do. A lot of times it seems like me and Allison go
make the
to
run.
Ralph's
I
together.
was playing Doom.
Yeah, he was playing video games. And as Allison eats an edible very casually. But anyways, me and Allison went to the store like usual. And one of my least favorite things in the world
People.
happened again.
People.
We're loading the groceries in the car, and
People.
I go to put the cart back where it belongs.
People.
And all along the fucking parking lot, there
was
was carts.
people.
No, shut up. There's carts everywhere.
Fuck them.
Everywhere.
Fuck those people.
Why?
I'll tell you why.
It's not fucking
I'll tell
hard
you
to
why.
put the cart back. Take 1 second.
0% hard. 0%. The hardness level. You know, usually there's when you're playing a game, there'll be what level difficulty. That would be very easy. Yo, listen to me. I'll take the whole cart and I'll throw it through your fucking windshield.
That's how I feel. So
100%.
I'm sure most people watching or listening, or if you haven't, there's this guy. He calls himself the Cart Narcs. Like he
Love that
pretends he's part of like an organization.
I don't like
called
his voice though.
The Cart Narcs. Well, whatever. And he goes around parking lots and you know, spies on people basically to see if they put their cart back.
Love to see it.
And they don't. And he immediately goes up and like puts a sticker on their car. With a siren and
That
shit.
doesn't go there, sir.
Yeah.
That's
And the
hilarious.
people almost always overreact and are whack about it. But I 1 billion
doing?
percent I want to be part of the Cart Narcs.
Yes.
I want to sign up. Where do I sign up? Where do I get my fucking
I
membership
don't have
card?
the composure.
No, I don't, but I have the passion. I have the passion.
Are you passionate
No,
about
I
it?
am, bro. I'm not kidding. We were there for fucking 2 seconds at Ralph's. Just on the way in, I noticed carts. I didn't say anything. On the way out, I fucking noticed carts.
Yeah.
I didn't even say anything to Allison. In my head, I'm just like, I just fucking can't handle this anymore.
No, dude.
Why? But you know, this
Laziness.
weather, that's what it is.
And people just don't give a fuck about anybody else nowadays.
Yes.
So they're like, oh, fuck it. The cart kid can deal with it. Oh, yeah, he'll walk across the fucking parking lot.
Granted, that's his job.
Of course.
But it's not
Why
about
make
him.
it harder for him?
Yeah,
Man, you're a
that too.
scumbag.
Yeah, it's what you said. It's the blatant disregard for anybody
100%,
else. Like,
bro.
I don't care if this runs into someone's car.
100%.
It's you. Take your fat fucking worthless
it.
ass. Take your fat worthless ass. Take your fucking shopping cart that you bought
fat,
fucking
you
Hostess
fat
and
whale
Doritos
bitch.
and walk your piece of shit, garbage, worthless ass over to the beautifully designed little
Corral.
lane. It's like you're getting ready for a fucking horse race, but with shopping carts.
Corral
Put
is
it
the
in there,
proper word.
cop on like a jockey, and fucking go. I'm
Or
sick
this,
of.
make a game out of it. I'll launch it from across the
Right,
parking lot.
you gotta
Watch
be
me
careful,
putt
though.
it.
Yeah, but you have to be careful.
Of
with that.
course. If there's a car in the danger zone, I know my own aim.
'Cause, you know,
I won't even attempt it.
I'll
I
guarantee
won't.
you-
I won't. You know me. I would never damage someone's car.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't hold back.
No,
Not
no,
from damaging
no.
someone's
But I'm
car.
saying I would never damage somebody's car.
Right.
So if somebody's car is in harm's
jeopardy,
way,
in range,
I
yeah.
would never do it. But if it's across the parking lot, no one's car is in the way, I'll launch it as far as it could go.
But you would agree with me, I think, right? I don't think there's a cart on this planet that if you push it, it's gonna go straight. It always goes. like this.
No, bro. You're lucky you get a cart that's not like this. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. You gotta do a wheelie the whole time through the store.
The other day.
because you're like, this thing is shaking like a leaf.
Yeah, the other day,
I'm losing power steering in the front, bro.
the other day I saw some woman, like, you know, like where the carts are before you
Yeah.
go in the store. She like tested a cart out
And then
and
put it
just
back.
left it,
Yeah.
and then started walking the store. And I'm thinking to myself, like, that cart looks perfectly fine. I couldn't just trust her judgment of the cart. I had to
Why
test
did she
myself.
put it back?
It was locked up. The wheels were locked up. You know how
Oh,
if you
yeah,
take
yeah,
it
yeah.
past a certain
We're in the
point,
future, yeah.
there's like
The
magnetized
homeless
wheels.
took too many.
Right,
Yeah.
but I couldn't trust her.
Yo, back to the cart thing, though.
Back to the
back to the cart thing. You couldn't be a lazier piece of shit. Dude, they spaced them specifically so every aisle has like one or two.
Right.
Just fucking walk 5 feet. Dude, I don't get it. Walk fucking 5 feet and make the kid's job that's getting paid $10 fucking an hour. Make his job a little easier because his fucking job sucks already. And so that way the cart doesn't roll and hit someone's fucking door.
Yeah.
Because you're a lazy fat piece of shit.
Yeah.
You probably drive a 2001 Honda. It's got 250,000 miles on it. The paint's fucking probably already off it. So why don't you walk the fucking thing over?
Yeah. You might as well be driving a shopping cart.
Yo, how hard did I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go about that
I was
grind?
a little bit nervous.
Yeah, but it makes me pissed. It was kind of like the fast food thing, but you're fucking your own self. This is fucking other people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's a little bit more, have some decency.
When
You know what I mean? That's why I park where I park. I park near nobody, and I'll walk 50 yards to get to where
Yeah.
I'm going because I don't care. I don't want any dents in my shit.
I feel you. I get that. I was actually thinking about it before too. I was trying to think of like the type of person to do that. Obviously, you're like you're lazy.
Yo, scoundrel.
You don't have other people's well-beings in your mind in the forefront of your mind. But I was trying to think like, not to get too political, but like people who are like, I'm not wearing a mask, blah blah blah. And I'm thinking like, oh, that's the type of person.
Oh
but
my
then I'm
God.
thinking there are definitely people on the opposite side who are also lazy pieces of shit
Yeah,
that don't put their
definitely.
cart back.
Bro, definitely.
That's what I'm saying is it blurs all lines. It might be something that unites us. It's just another reason to divide us. There's people that put their cart away, and there's people that are
don't.
scum and
I'm
don't put
gonna
their
be
cart
honest. I don't know a single person in my life that is like, I don't put carts away. Fuck that.
away. I totally disagree. Well, this is the thing.
No, I'm saying personally.
No, I know, but I'm saying I don't know that I can say the same. I feel like while I totally get there are certain things both of us, anyone that's like certain things you're like, yeah, fuck it, it's fine, whatever. It's the slightest big deal. Like, all right, another example, grocery shopping. you take an item, you don't need it anymore, I'm not necessarily walking back to that aisle.
That's different, though.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
There are
I
things
do
where it's
that,
like, fuck it.
bro,
But
I
the
do that
cart
every
thing is
time.
just like, dude,
Yeah.
you're done grocery shopping. You just you had to wedge
it
it in between
away,
that fucking
dude.
pylon and where
Yeah.
your car was. Now no one can park there,
Yeah.
or they have to stop,
Bro.
cross traffic,
Yeah.
get out of their car, move the cart,
Yeah,
park.
100%.
It's so
It's different if
annoying.
if I put a fucking bushel of bananas in the diapers.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna see that works there and just walk it over
Yeah,
there.
that's
No
not
harm
as big of
done
a
at
deal.
all.
Yeah,
When you leave a cart, it's gonna roll and hit someone
Yeah.
else's fucking car.
You know what?
or somebody can't park there because you put your fucking lazy piece of shit cart not in the corral.
I'll tell the corral.
That's what it's called.
I'll tell you.
Bro.
This is the difference.
Ask Casey.
This
He
is
taught
the-
me that because
this-
he
he
was
was a
whipping. He was
cart
whipping. He
wheeler.
was whipping them cards for a minute.
This is the difference right here between putting an item back on the correct shelf and putting the cart back, right? When I take a watermelon and I don't want it anymore and I put it with a box of cereal.
Smash it on the ground.
No, I was going to say, I'm not going like this. Oh, I don't want this
I
watermelon.
punch it.
But with a cart,
Yo, guys,
that's pretty much, yeah, like, I don't want this anymore. Boom, right on the ground. No,
You're
but,
like, we got too much shit. What do we not need? This watermelon. Just
all right,
smash
we
it
smash
on
it on the ground so no one can have it.
Right,
No, but with
bro.
a cart, it's like, I don't want this. Whip, just like walking on my way. Fuck
Yo,
it. Just
that's very
let
true.
go of it.
Could you imagine, like, you had, like, tomatoes or, like, peppers in your car?
Like, I don't need this anymore.
Just
Right,
whip
just-
them in the ground or just throw them on the ground. Like,
That's
you
what I'm
can't
saying.
fucking do that.
It's just with the cart, there's no
Yeah.
way around it. Just put
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah, and you know what? That last thing about it was
I love this.
the cart police,
Cart narcs.
cart narcs. I didn't want to get it wrong.
You got it wrong.
No, I know, but that's why gave you the look. The thing that I love about that, or hate about it actually, is every person that he calls out, they get defensive because that's the type of person they
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
Of course
yeah,
they
yeah,
get
yeah.
defensive. They're like, I don't care about
Get the fuck
anybody
out.
with
Don't
me.
touch my car. I'll call
Yeah.
the cops. Like,
Bro.
all right, bro, put your fucking cart away. Suck a dick.
I'll take that cart, and while you're driving by, I'll fucking Mario
yeah,
Kart
and
it
be like,
through your
oops,
window.
I just figured.
Yeah,
fuck
my
it.
bad. I slipped out of my hands.
Yeah. Oh God.
Fuck.
All right. Well, that's the end of the episode.
Let's check this beer real quick, though.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Salud.
I don't think we should do it at the same time. Go ahead. Never mind. Fuck it. I didn't want there to be radio silence for the people not watching. No, we'll avoid that.
I feel like everyone would stop watching.
That was so.
You're really cute. I'm sorry.
Oh my God! I fucking see. That's what I didn't miss, and it's not a mean thing. I love you guys.
missed it.
I love you guys to death, both of you. I think it's great. You guys have such a beautiful relationship, but sometimes it's a little much for me. It's just like, oh, with the bubba and the
Yo,
gubba.
shut up. Your last girl you had.
Whoa! Stop!
I'm not gonna
Enough!
no.
Enough!
You guys
no.
talk to each other baby language every Are you kidding?
I didn't deny it. I didn't say you guys
Yeah,
are
so
corny or whack.
shut up,
I'm saying
dude.
it's hard to deal with. What? So rather than be a dickhead, be like, no, I understand. It's a fuck you. You know what? We're moving past it.
Fuck this, dude.
The-
Fuck the podcast.
No, it wasn't to knock.
just get up?
I always
Like, fuck that.
No, we wanted to talk about the cart narcs, and we definitely
Disrespectful
elaborated
people.
enough.
Yeah.
But I think the moral of the story is just
Be a
don't
good
be
person.
rude. It's
Be a
not
good
hard to not be
person.
rude.
Yeah,
It's
be a
so not difficult to the point where the other day I was at Starbucks and I accidentally didn't hold the door. I always look behind me, hold the door
Me too,
open.
yeah, me
And
too.
I looked and no one was coming out of the store at the same time. So I just let the door go. And then like I heard the door behind me and I saw a woman and I immediately was like, I'm so sorry. Like
I
I
didn't
would
see
open the
you.
door for you. I
Yeah.
didn't see you. It's worth that 1 second of just being like, hey,
Dude,
my
be
bad.
a good person. And
it's not hard.
You probably made her day a little better
Yes.
by saying that, and she was like, "Oh, he like that was just as good as you holding the door for
Right.
her."
And if you don't
by
want
acknowledging it.
100%.
Some people don't give a fuck
No.
about anybody else. Like, yo,
But see,
you
this is
go
what I'll say
around
to
all
them.
day, you don't make a single person's day better. What?
Even if you don't want to be altruistic about it and just do it for someone else, it makes you feel good too. So you get something
Right,
out of
right.
being a polite,
Also-
good person too.
you almost can't blame some people because some people literally weren't raised
No,
like
I
that.
don't- I don't- I don't- I don't buy that excuse.
No, but it's not an excuse. It's like saying anything. Okay, most serial killers were abused as a kid. It's just a fact that like you You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's a little extreme of an
No, but I get
example,
what you're saying.
but
There's a reason
the
there.
reason
Yeah.
somebody's raised.
There could be a
If
reason.
your parents raised you to hold the door and be polite and have manners, you're going to have that.
I agree.
If they didn't really ever touch on that and you don't pick it up from somebody else, why would you have
I know,
those
but
traits?
I agree
you know?
with you, but I just think that at a certain point when you become an adult, you start to realize
Pick up
like,
on it,
oh,
yeah.
I mean, I was raised well, you were raised well,
Yeah.
but there are definitely certain things where it's like, man,
Yeah.
I learned this for
No,
myself. My
yeah,
mom
yeah,
didn't
of
have to
course,
fucking
of
tell
course.
me to
Yeah,
do
no,
that.
that only goes so far.
But I agree with
Yeah.
you. I feel you. Fuck them. Fuck people who don't put their cart back. Someone who
Yeah, fuck
definitely
'em hard.
doesn't put their cart
In the
back because
booty.
he hasn't had to go grocery shopping for himself in 1,000 years.
John Stamos.
Happy 51st birthday to Jay-Z.
Yeah, the
the
GOAT.
one and only, the greatest
GOAT.
of all time. Jigga Jay-Z.
He was decent.
Purposely wore my Reasonable Doubt t-shirt tonight. Personally, it's I always say this anytime we've ever gotten asked about it. It's the album for me that got me
Yeah.
obsessed
Yeah.
with hip hop. I just wanted to just touch real quick on some of the, just a quick two things about him. 80. Listen to this. 80 Grammy nominations.
Yeah, disgusting.
80.
Disgusting.
22 wins.
Yeah.
13 platinum solo studio album awards, more than any rapper. 13 solo albums platinum, and he's the only rapper with more than 10 platinum studio albums. I'll scream it if I want. No, I got you. I feel you. He's the only one with more than 10 solo platinum albums.
Yeah. That's
In
crazy.
hip-hop.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, he's been. This is. I was thinking about this earlier before I
Yeah.
even thought about us talking about it today. Of the million amazing things that Jay-Z has done, I think the number one thing for me that sticks out in my mind is he brought hip hop out of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
It went from what it was in
Well,
the late 80s, early 90s.
But it really wasn't back. He made it what it was, kind of. I would even say, like,
That's what I'm saying.
He just evolved it into like.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
It,
right.
It went from he was equals with some of those early dudes.
Right.
And he just took it to a completely other. Obviously, there's other people that were involved in the process and other artists during his era.
Yeah.
But he took it from it being like this niche music thing
To,
like
this.
if you ever watch that, it's a documentary I recommend for any hip hop head called Backstage, and it's about one of the first hip hop only tours across the United States. It was Jay-Z, Method Man, DMX, like all these amazing artists, and it just that like there's so many firsts that Jay-Z was a part of, and part of it is just where he was placed in the timeline of hip hop, but part of it is his whole mantra of I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. He took it to a whole nother level that whether they know it consciously or not, every artist is emulating that.
You got to even think fast forward. Hip hop is by far the biggest genre of music now. And that's directly related to him because people didn't listen to hip hop like that until the Jay-Z era came along, and then all these other artists were born either through him or from him or just alongside him, where like it was just everyone was listening to it. It's on the radio and shit. Like hip hop was like this underground thing. I feel like.
Well.
Kind of.
To put it in just bluntly as possible, it was taboo for like
exactly. That's
anyone
what I
who
meant.
wasn't part of that culture
that's
naturally.
Yeah.
And he took it to a completely other level.
Everyone was listening.
Right.
Yeah.
And it just again, it was just time. It's partially timing because it was just time for people to start accepting more and shit.
Yeah.
But there's no denying the impact he had on it and how grateful we both are.
I mean, just think of this impact. We're two white kids from the suburbs, and we're talking about this as being impactful to
on
our
life.
lives.
Yeah, our
which
motivation.
before him, it was the complete opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
As far as who was listening to that type of music and who it was impacting.
Yeah.
And now it's to the whole. It reached the whole other end, and now it's everybody.
Yeah, and that's
you know
where,
what I mean.
and
that's crazy,
and that's where it's a credit to him because whether he was trying to or not, he made music that could connect with people that didn't just live his story but could apply it to themselves.
Yeah.
And that's why we love hip hop in general.
Yeah.
Like all of our favorite artists have done that, but he's the godfather of all of that to me.
It's
and
crazy.
again, it's not
Yeah.
that he didn't have help and there were one other artist, but
Yeah.
it's him for me. It's him.
And one of the wild things about Jay-Z, I think, is I would really say he is really the only hip hop artist, I would even say rapper, hip hop artist that has been relevant his entire career, and he'll be relevant until he's dead.
I'll give you
if
one
he's
other one.
making music, he's going to be relevant until he stops making music.
Okay. And that's where
There really is no
that's where
one
the-
else, though. If he
that's-
dropped an album right now,
It would be huge,
everybody
yeah.
would listen to
100%.
it, bro. Everybody
That's
would
where it's
listen
a
to
little
it, bro.
different.
He went from talking about him selling crack and his experiences on the streets to being a billionaire and how to maneuver that lifestyle. And that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
People look at that, and people are drawn so close to that. That's crazy.
Dude,
that's crazy.
Say
shit.
what you want about the facade of the American dream, but he is the definition
A
of
man
it.
went from
absolutely
the
nothing
dust
to the absolute. Yes.
He is, I would even say, the biggest hip hop artist ever. It's Jay-Z. Everybody knows who Jay-Z is.
Yes.
It's like Jay-Z, Lil Wayne.
He has his fingerprints everywhere.
Yes.
The only other about the I'm so burpy right now.
Bick.
About the relevancy.
Flick the Bick.
About the relevancy for the amount of time.
What?
It's perfect because it's East Coast as opposed to West Coast. Snoop. Everyone's grandma knows and respects
would
Snoop.
say
The
that.
only difference, and this is what I was going to say, what you
Talent.
said, we don't have to get into that.
No,
What
no,
I was
no,
going
I'm
to say
just-
is
yeah,
if
yeah.
Snoop Dogg dropped an album, I don't know that it would be the same. It wouldn't.
That's
It wouldn't
what
be
I'm
the same
saying,
thing as
yeah.
if Jay-Z dropped an album because
listen,
Snoop
it's
Dogg.
Uncle
Listen,
Snoop,
Snoop
bro.
Dogg is like everyone's cool uncle, and Jay-Z is like everyone's wise
Yeah.
godfather
Yes,
uncle.
yes,
that it's
yes.
like I have
Yeah.
to listen to what he says.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg is literally the one you like
Yes.
sneak away from Thanksgiving
Yeah.
and smoke a blunt with.
Two things to say about that. First of all, when I say talent, I didn't mean Uncle. I didn't mean Snoop. I go Uncle Snoop. I didn't mean Snoop was not talented, but Jay-Z is on a different level of talent as far as being a rapper, where like, he's really rapping. Snoop is rapping, but it's more of the vibe and
Snoop's the smoothest motherfucker
yes,
to ever do it.
exactly.
The flow
and
he has
Jay-Z
on
is like,
everything
let me run that back because I have to hear what he was really talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And it was intricate. That's what I mean is I fucking love Snoop Dogg, bro.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson fights.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was
Uncle
awesome.
Snoop, I was like, that's my Uncle Snoop right
Yeah.
there. Yo, honestly, he was amazing during
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was a lot of
He
fun.
made the whole fight.
And also the some of the performances were pretty good, but some were terrible. His was
so
amazing.
dope, dude.
But someone made a great point. Someone was like he literally says no to nothing. Like he goes to everything.
Uncle
Someone was
Snoop,
like he'd
bro.
show up at the opening of an envelope.
Bro, because
Like,
you know
he'd literally go
you
to
know
anything.
why though? Because he is Snoop Dogg.
And he has his toes and everything though.
He has his
He
toes and
likes it.
everything,
He's
and
he's
everybody
worldly.
respects him and
Everyone
likes
loves him, yeah.
Dude,
How
literally,
could you not
there
love
is
Uncle
not a
Snoop?
person that would like. It's Snoop Dogg, bro. You know what I mean? Like
I was
he's
think-
the
I was-
most lovable person.
It's to a point where he's almost above the law.
Yes,
Like
it's
like
fucking
literally,
Snoop
how
Dogg,
could you
bro.
pull Snoop Dogg over and be like, your car smells like weed, I have to search you? Like, no, it's Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
That's a given.
Yeah.
All right, sir,
I
have
love
a
that
nice
he
day.
was just like he
He's
was just-
sitting
yeah,
on the ring smoking a blunt.
and it's Snoop Dogg, bro. He's like on Ellen DeGeneres smoking a blunt.
Dude, him and Martha Stewart are like actual
Yes,
homies with
yes.
shows and books
Dude,
together.
that's what I'm saying. It's like impact wise, he is top tier.
Yeah, no, definitely.
He's
No.
top tier.
Listen, you're talking to someone who's basically a Jay-Z sycophant.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
obviously think Jay-Z was more talented.
No,
proof.
I know.
Proof.
I'm not trying to compare the two.
No,
at
I know,
all,
but your point was about the
yeah.
when you
Just
said the
there's
word
different
talent.
levels to
That
the
craft of it.
legendary status of like
Here's
they're
proof.
legendary for two different things. I feel like
Absolutely.
Snoop isn't
absolutely.
legendary for having bars and transforming like hip hop to the level that Jay-Z transformed hip hop.
Yeah.
They did
Not
it
to
on-
say he
they
didn't
They
have
did
a
it
part
on
of it.
different levels
yeah.
though. You know what I mean?
Proof positive is I can't remember if it's next episode or still Dre, but that there's that famous interview with Snoop where he's like,
Yeah.
he's like, this is the only time I could admit, like, Jay-Z came and wrote my verse, and I was like, I can't do better than
No,
that. I'm
yeah,
gonna spit the
how
verse
are
that
you?
Jay-Z
It's
wrote for me.
Jay-Z wrote for
There you go. There's
Yeah.
the talent level right there. Like,
Exactly.
even Snoop can address,
Yeah.
like, listen, it's
Yeah.
Jay-Z. He wrote a verse for
Exactly.
me. I'm gonna rap it. Like, I'm
Exactly.
gonna fucking spit what he wrote.
100%.
Also,
It's
if you
Jay-Z.
listen,
It's the
again, I
Godfather.
can't remember which one of those two it is.
Yo, my
If-
ribs are broken again.
What a surprise. If you listen to that song and listen to Snoop's verse, it's so clear that Jay-Z wrote it.
Wait,
It's,
oh yeah, yeah.
I can't remember
know,
exactly
yeah.
which
Of
were the
course
two
it is,
songs
bro.
I mentioned it is.
Of course.
It's
Could you ever
obviously him.
mix up a Snoop Dogg verse for a Jay-Z
No,
verse?
except-
Never, bro.
But it was like thinking about it now, it's not necessarily a pairing you
Yeah.
think would work, like Jay-Z writing a verse for Snoop, but
Yeah.
it did work. But
Gotta love Uncle Snoop.
of course. But back to our godfather, Jay-Z,
Yeah, love him.
our future employer. Love him to death. I couldn't be more
Nah, fuck
thankful.
that. We own it. We own.
Well,
him
we will,
already.
yeah. But I'm just saying, I don't want to ruin the opportunity.
Yeah.
Like if you're out there, Rock
wouldn't
Nation's
say-
watching
I-
the podcast.
I wouldn't
I'm
say.
all right
I wouldn't
with
say
it.
no, but
Yeah.
fuck, we trying to
No,
own
I'm
it.
kidding.
Own the industry.
But I just want to say, like, genuinely, I couldn't be more thankful for what he gave my brother and me specifically,
Yeah.
and just I can't thank my brother enough for that's just I'm telling you that's what molded me into
Yeah.
what we've become. And but to that, my brother Jay-Z, we had to tell the story when how
Our
old were we?
first
19
Jay-Z
or 20?
Our first, I don't
Big
know about
concert.
you.
It was my first-
That was my only Jay-Z concert.
Oh yeah, no, my only
Yeah,
Jay-Z
yeah.
concert. It was my second even like hip hop concert ever.
I went to a Mac Miller concert at Water Street.
That
and
does not
but
compare.
I
No,
would,
obviously
I
it's
would say
amazing.
that was my
That's-
first actual concert, and then it was that. But yeah, we went to see him and Justin Timberlake at
Yankee
the old
Stadium.
Yankee Stadium.
No, it was a new Yankee Stadium.
Are you sure?
Was
Was it?
Would I ever not know?
No, but I feel like it was the old one.
Listen, I'm 100% sure.
Oh, it was the new one?
My dad
Pulled
died
up
in
on the fire
2009,
truck,
and they built
motherfucker.
it in 2009.
Yep.
I know
Because we
this for
pulled
sure.
up on that fucking.
So
thing.
no, you just ruined. You just
No. Well, now
the
we'll
whole.
lead it
So
into
the
it.
whole thing is.
Shout
my
out John.
Yeah, my brother hit us up.
Yeah.
Was like, listen, Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake, Yankee Stadium this day. Me and John are gonna go. John is like my older brother.
Yeah.
And he was like, you and a couple friends should come. I immediately hit up Scary and Dodge. Shout out to
Dodgy,
Dodgy.
yeah.
And we're like, fuck it, let's go. It'd be awesome. We weren't even 21 yet. We drove down to New York to visit or to meet my brother and John. And John's dad was a firefighter in Washington Heights and died due to cancer he got from
Rest in
9/11.
peace.
So he's got all the clout you
Crazy.
could imagine in the
Yeah.
firehouse. And for those who don't know, Washington Heights is like right across the fucking bridge from
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium. So we parked at the fire station, and the fire crew actually,
we
the
went,
fire truck
yeah.
actually, we did a
We
tour
went
of the whole
into the tour.
firehouse.
The craziest thing about that is when we went in, like they had John's dad's like fire suit and
It
everything.
was like a movie, Sullivan, like a fucking movie.
Like hung up, like shadow box
Yep.
hung up big in the
Amazing.
fucking garage and shit. Crazy, dude.
So sick.
And he was just like everyone.
I'm pretty sure they
knew
gave
him.
Dodge a lollipop and a fake fire hat and
They
let him
may
go down
have.
the pole.
I think they did,
I'm just kidding.
but not the metal pole.
No, yeah. It was,
It's a flesh pole. No, but that was crazy.
it was awesome. So yeah, they drove
yeah,
us to
that
Yankee
was crazy
Stadium. We
shit.
got out. and
Yo,
it was just
wait
like,
a second.
yeah, you're right. I jumped the
literally
gun a little bit.
No, you're jumping the gun. Like, yo, we rode a fucking, New
York.
York City fire truck
Yeah.
with actual firefighters in it,
Yeah.
driving this fucking
breaker.
thing.
Like literally.
We
it was
actually
like that.
pulled up to Yankee Stadium on a fire truck.
Yeah.
Got dropped off to a Jay-Z concert.
Yeah, right there. Front
In
and
New
center.
York City, that is the craziest shit ever.
Yeah.
My man just goes, yeah, we went there.
Well,
And
I
we
don't know.
got out. Like,
It's
what?
not that it's not cool.
We
Just
took
in
a-
my.
bro, we took a fucking fire truck to,
You're right. I
to-
have-
to fucking Yankee Stadium, bro.
You're right. I have no. Well, not to sound cool, but it's just I know that it was a thing for them their whole childhood
Yeah,
when John's dad was
yeah,
alive too.
yeah, of
Anytime they
course.
went to a Yankee
Not
game,
for
that's
us,
how they
though.
got there. They
That
park
was
at the stadium and
crazy,
take
bro.
the subway, or park at the stadium and get a ride.
Bro, that's the first and maybe last time that would ever happen for us. I hope not the last, but
I'll tell you this: when we do a show at Yankee Stadium, I'm sure John can pull some strings because Michael,
we're
his
pulling,
other, my other
we're pulling
older
up
brother,
in that big red thing.
I'm almost I know he's a firefighter in New York City. I'm pretty sure he's John's younger brother, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
so John's dad's other son
Big clout.
is now a firefighter in the same firehouse, which
Yeah,
is super
can't.
dope. And I'm sure that by the time we do a show at Yankee Stadium, they'll
We're
pull us up in the fire
We're pulling
truck.
up in that big red. We're
Oh,
pulling
the
up,
big rig.
We're pulling up in that Clifford, bro. We're pulling up in that big red. Like this. We're here, bitch. Yo, and then we come out the top turret, and then we're spraying.
The turret? It's
Yo,
water.
We're spraying heads down. Yo, you see the line of fans out front?
It's a pretty hot day.
They're all into the wall. He's washing down the street. He's in the sewers.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
He's like, you want to come?
Who's he? What are you?
Float.
What?
They'll be in the sewers, bro.
I understand, but what the fuck just made you get the Pennywise, the clown?
Because if they're in the sewers, Pennywise is in them fucking sewers, bro.
I mean, he is. It's not a bad point. I would think that if we spray our fans with water, it won't be to the point where we wash them down the sewer.
Drake ain't pulling up in a fire truck and spraying his fans down.
Yeah, that's
bro.
true. All right. This is set in stone at this point now. When we have the clout to play a show in New York City,
except we fill
in
the
Yankee
hose.
Stadium. Let me just tell you something. Whoa. We just buried something incredible. We're saying if and when we do a show at Yankee Stadium.
No, if or when.
I said if and
Yo,
when.
he fucks the whole thing.
Do you realize how fucking cool that? Obviously, for both of us. Do you realize how fucking cool that would be for me? That would be the coolest thing ever. My dad's ashes are spread at Yankee Stadium. Like that could not get fucking cooler.
No.
Oh, by the way, we took a fire truck there to get there.
Yeah.
Wait, how can we load the? Never mind. There will be two or buses.
Why?
I was gonna say, how are we gonna load the equipment on the fire truck?
Real question, not downplaying us at all or our success. Why would we ever do a show at Yankee Stadium?
Because we're gonna be in the level of a Justin Timberlake, Jay-Z.
No. But like
the whole
that
thing,
was them combined. On
yeah,
a
no,
tour,
but the whole
though.
thing was
You
that
know
was
what I
a
mean?
summer tour. Yeah, but it wouldn't. I mean, there'd be other acts probably.
Right.
It's a summer tour, so it's outside, open air.
But
It was a whole thing that it was at baseball stadiums.
How they space it forward? How many
trippy.
seats do you think? Would you
Yankee
say,
Stadium holds about
30,000?
40,000 people,
say
I
there
think,
was-
on a regular night on a baseball game.
So there was 30,000 seats
About-
at most at that.
Yeah, that's a lot of people,
at that
though.
show.
It's a lot of people.
I'm saying there's arenas and shit that hold.
Yes,
that
but the
many,
whole
if
point is
not
it's an
more.
open. Like the
Yeah, you know,
the
of
Beatles
course,
played
yeah.
Shea Stadium at
Right,
one point.
of course.
and that
No,
stadium,
of course,
like
of course.
it's a thing.
I feel like the usual.
Shea Stadium hosts a lot.
I feel like the usual
Field.
situation though is like an arena or something. Not
No,
really
definitely
a stadium.
Yeah, but
For
I would.
artists, I'm saying. For like
You know what? I was
rappers.
gonna say I agree, but I don't agree because Summer Jam and shit like that is always at like MetLife Stadium.
No, but that's different. That's almost a mini festival.
a 1 day thing. No, I know, but
I'm saying a single artist. Say we were
feel
doing
you.
a
No,
tour.
I know, but like the
Why
Foo
would they put
Fighters,
us
the
in
Foo
a
Fighters play at
stadium?
Citi Field every year. Like if you're a bigger act and it's summertime, people want to be outside.
But
It's not
rappers
crazy.
is what I was specifically kind of.
They still play there. It doesn't matter. We're
I-
not.
I mean, I
yeah,
hope
but we're
we
not.
do.
We're
Yeah,
rappers,
yeah.
but
No,
dude, we're
yeah.
bigger than that. We're
No,
gonna
I
have a
know.
fucking orchestra
No, I
on
hope
it in the outfield where Aaron Judge whacks off.
I feel like it's just specific circumstance to do like stadiums and shit.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's better suited venues
Oh, for sure.
For concerts.
No, that concert wasn't bad. Like I don't remember the acoustics being bad or anything.
But
I think
we
it was
were
great.
also like in the moment.
20
I don't even
and
remember
fucked up.
that. Are you
But
kidding me?
there's a video I just watched of the Beatles doing their first show at Shea Stadium in New York City.
Yeah.
And this is a completely different example. But dude, you literally can't hear. This is the actual recording of the performance. You cannot hear them. The fans are yelling so loud the whole time, bro. And it's not like they're singing along. They're literally just going, while they're singing. They're completely missing
Why
their
are you
performance.
there? Yeah,
bro,
why are
because
you there?
it was such a new thing. They couldn't even fucking handle
Yo,
themselves.
girls were in the front row, absolutely
wet, dude.
wet, bro, swimming.
Um,
Front row, they were doing the backstroke.
Like,
bro.
yo, is that Shea Stadium, a baseball stadium? At one point, the umpire came out and went like that and was like, it's a rain delay. We have to cover the field.
We have
all
to cover the
girls-
field, bro. Oh my god.
So anyway, the Jay-Z concert was so much fucking fun. It's still one of our
banged the
favorite-
lady's head off the railing.
That's the story I was going to tell. I believe it was during public service announcement, which is one of our favorite. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho.
Oh,
Bang,
to
bang.
the OV.
And Scary was fucked up. He stood up on
When
his
he
seat.
said, I used to move snowflakes
like-
by the OZ,
he-
I took this lady's head and I said, bop, right on the railing.
No, what happened is
Bop.
what happened is he tried to stand up on his seat and like the back of the seat in front of him, and he like slipped while the beat dropped, and he
Forward.
put his knee
In
into the back of her fucking head.
and she literally chewed on the railing in front of her.
Didn't even do anything.
No,
Nothing
I
happened from it.
I think she was okay. I think we over-exaggerated. She didn't hit her teeth.
In my
or
head,
anything.
I saw her
but-
get smashed, and I just turned around and looked at my brother rapping instead. But it was a lot of
all I
fun.
remember is we got in the car, and now we could say this because we're of age, but they were trying to like your brother and John were trying to make it a really good time for us.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I just remember hopping in the car, and John had this little cooler in the middle of the two back seats, or the back seat, the two back seats, the back seat, and he's just like, open that cooler up, and he just had like, I think he had like a 6-pack of. It was Sam Adams. I don't remember if he like filled the cooler or if he had. I don't remember how he did it, but I just remembered he bought beers for us, threw them in a cooler with ice, and
Yeah.
that was I always remember that.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that was
yeah.
dope. Because
Yeah.
he was like, we got to take care of them when they come down.
Listen.
They can't buy beer or drinks, so we're gonna give them some beers.
Of all people, like, that is him to a T. Think about
Love it.
the other experience. Like, you know him a decent amount.
Yeah.
But the other clear experience you have with this human being, John Sullivan, my
The
other
Jets
older
game?
brother, was Scary as like a Fugazi Dolphins fan, and
Fuck
I'm
you.
a big Jets fan. And my brother and John used to have season tickets to the Jets games.
Yeah.
So we brought Scary to a Dolphins Jets game, and it was
Yeah.
awesome. So much
Oh
fun.
my God, so much
You know,
fun.
it was catered. Like
Your
the
brother
whole
fell
nine. The
asleep.
tailgate was amazing. My brother fell asleep
In the
during
stadium,
the game.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
That's not the first time I've
In
been
the
at a game with him. He
stadium.
fell asleep.
Bro, I'm
But-
crying. There's 30,000 people like this.
Not only did
and
John,
he's literally like this.
yeah, I know.
Like,
He
what,
was
bro?
dead asleep. Not only did John like obviously not ask for $1 as far as like we got him
Never.
catered by
Are you
Moe's,
kidding me?
like
Yeah.
the fucking
Man
taco
paid
place.
out of
Amazing.
pocket for it. Wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
and they presented Scary with their certificate.
Yeah,
like he
first-
was a little
first
kid that was like
Jets-
my first.
They
Jets
did
game,
it
like,
as they did
like a
it,
joke,
They
yeah.
did it as like trying to literally fuck with me, and I took it as like this is dope.
No, I know, and they were fucking with you,
Yeah.
but it was also a very sweet
Yeah,
gesture,
yeah,
and like
no, it's super
that's
dope.
just the
I
type of
still have
person
it.
he is. That's cool. You should hang it up somewhere.
It's in the frame still. Actually, I think the frame may have came apart in one corner, so I may have to get another one.
That's one thing sports wise we could hang up because like I'm a Jets fan
Yeah,
and it's your thing.
printed and it looks dope. It's dope.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that was super cool.
The
That was a
Jay-Z
super cool
concert
thing.
was though it was awesome, and just again we can't thank him enough for the impact he's had on the culture that has made our lives what it is, and it's worth addressing that. We know what our place is in the lane that we're going, and we're just so thankful to be a part of
Yeah.
it, and just respect everyone that came before us. That's the one thing, like where we bend the lines a little bit, but there's no doubt that we have respect and care and honor, and really do care about the craft that goes into hip hop and rap music, and we're just happy to be here. But it was.
Happy to be here.
Jay-Z's definitely one of our biggest inspirations. So happy 51st birthday
Yeah.
to Hove, the GOAT, and Beyonce's husband.
100%.
Now we
Do
don't
you
have...
know what his actual name is, though?
Yeah, Sean Carter.
No,
Oh,
it's Hove.
oh,
H to the O-V.
oh. Allow me to read.
Dude, could I ever ask you what his actual
Well, I don't know. I thought you were trying to quiz me.
No.
I was ready.
If you didn't know his actual name, then get out. You have to go.
That brings us to just something, because
Hi.
if you're listening to this, Allison's been online shopping this whole time. She doesn't care at all. If
What
you're
have you
listening...
been looking at?
If you're listening to this, you're obviously either a friend or a fan or a
Wait a
supporter
second.
or someone. What?
I look at the screen. Allison's looking at how to make iced coffee fast. What are you looking at, Mom?
All right. That's great and all, but
Move him towards the computer more.
their whole. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, Jesus Christ, it's probably because you're a supporter, a fan, a friend of ours.
Love you.
And so we wanted to just I know you've probably seen everyone posting their Spotify raps on Instagram and shit.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been hating on it. I think it's kind of cool. It's like I actually am interested to see like, oh, that person listens to like Young
100%.
Jock that much.
No, I love looking
yeah,
at that
like it's
shit.
cool to me.
I
but
love it.
obviously for an artist, it's amazing when you get tagged in something and it's like
Crazy.
I was one of
Or you're the
certain-
top artist of something that. All right,
9 people.
So not 8 this year.
No, 9.
9.
There's 9 people.
No, it was 8. It was literally 8.
Look it up. I
No,
believe you,
no,
but
it
I
was
want to
8.
say 9.
Right here. It was 8. I got it right here.
9876. For 8
So-
people, we were their most listened to artist.
That's
fucking
crazy.
Crazy.
8 might not seem like a big number, but that's a lot when you're talking about
A year's worth of
they
listening
were
to
the
music.
We were the most listened to artist on their Spotify. That's a lot
That's
of
a lot.
listens.
Like to put it in perspective, my most listened to
Yeah.
artist would be like Mac Miller
Yeah.
or Dave Matthews
Yeah.
or Jay-Z.
Right.
We were that for
Yeah.
someone. We were that for 8 people
Yeah.
this year.
And last year we were 6, so we're up 2 from last year, which that number to me is crazy. It might not seem a lot, but to have that many people, you're like, damn, that's a lot of people that are like really going hard.
Yeah.
And really, really fucking with it. You
Yeah.
know?
No,
so that's
it's
cool.
crazy.
I like that a lot.
So we just
But-
want to yeah.
So-
what was another number?
All right, so
Let's bloviate a little.
should I? All right, we'll say this. We're
What
gonna-
was our most streamed song? We already knew this was
So,
Exhale. How
Our
many
most
streams?
streamed song was Exhale.
How many streams it
It
has?
had 135,000 streams.
That's it? I thought it was more. Let me see the picture.
No. I don't have that one up, but I saw it. It was 135 or 136.
I think it was 180.
No, it wasn't because the whole year, the amount of streams we had this year in total was 193,000 and then 700 and some change, whatever the number was after that, because it only says 0.7.
Oh.
So it was what, and some change.
Okay,
after
well
that.
read that whole list of
And then
numbers.
the amount. This is the number that really matters to me. We had 193,000 streams, almost 194,000. 8.7 thousand hours.
Yeah, that's
So that's people really
fucking
listening to
insane.
your shit. People will have hundreds of thousands of streams.
Allison, can you do something for us? What's the math? How many hours?
I could do it right here.
No, I know, but she's her one job. What?
No, I'm not. I'm waiting for you. So you're gonna do 194,000.
Wait, what? No. That's not what I was trying to do at all.
What were you
How
trying
many
to do?
hours?
8,700.
What's 8,700 divided by 365? That's not what I meant. What's 8,700
Yeah, what are you
divided by
talking-
24? 8,700 divided by 24. This is compelling.
No, you were right. 365.
No, I want to see how
day.
many days. How many days worth of list?
Oh.
How many?
By 24?
Yes. What is it? So our music was listened to for 362 days worth of time.
Almost a full year's worth
Of time.
listening.
That's insane.
That's a lot. That's the number that matters, because people will have fake streams and then they'll say, "Oh, I got 500,000 streams this year," but you only had 5,000 hours of listening. So people aren't really listening. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's like having 100,000 Instagram followers and your pictures are only getting 40 likes. Clearly,
Yeah.
the numbers don't add up somewhere.
Yeah.
So I feel like the hours is the number that really matters. We had 80.6 thousand listeners.
People, different
Different people
accounts.
listening. And we were in 87 countries.
Yeah. And I don't know if you have the screenshot, but it said that Russia was our top new country.
Yeah, Russia was the new
Shout
one.
out the Ruskies.
I don't know how they come across that number. Maybe it was just this year that Russia
They probably
was
gained
like,
the
yeah,
most.
It could
Yeah.
have been 2 people in Russia listening
Yeah.
to us, and that was the most out of the newest countries.
Yeah.
Now, so I'm gonna run through those numbers one more time. Streams total this year, 193.7 thousand streams. We had 8.7 thousand hours of streaming, 80.6 thousand listeners, and we were in 87 countries. And then we had 8 people that we were their top listener. Now, last year's numbers were as follows. Last year's numbers were this. Hold on one second.
But you're just gonna say there were less though. It does. We don't have.
No,
No one's gonna write these down and know exactly the number.
People want to know. People want to know. In comparison to last year's numbers, we had 132.3 thousand streams. We had 6,000 hours of streaming. We had 70.4 thousand listeners, and we are in 79 countries.
So that went up exponentially. Almost everything.
A very
Actually,
significant jump. The main one being almost 3,000 hours more of listening.
That's insane.
Yes. Almost 9,000 hours of listening this year, and we had 6,000 last year.
It's a lot of
That's
hours,
a lot,
man.
bro. No matter how many total streams we got, which we got over 60,000 more streams this year, the hours is what really matters to me. That's a lot of hours of people. That's people really fucking listening.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then next year, we're going to have 1 million streams, 100,000 hours, 7 billion listeners, and how many countries are on the planet?
Couldn't tell you.
130.
No, and when we've gotten tagged on Instagram in the past few days, just people that obviously there's certain people we know have been kind of following us for a while, but people that we have no idea who they are that have posted us.
Yeah, that's so.
That they're one of the top artists. Something. It just really is
Humbling
crazy
as
to me.
fuck.
Yeah, it is, and
Love
of
it.
course, like you said,
That's the only reason we do it.
it seems really small, but at this point, it's like, oh my god, it's not falling on deaf ears. Like there's at least a few people out there that are like really getting what we're putting out, like and really understanding and grasping the music we're throwing into the universe.
Is some of those people, they just randomly find you on Spotify. And I'll tell you this, there's artists I listen to on Spotify, that I don't even follow on Instagram, but I listen to them so much. And it isn't because I'm like, oh, I'm not going to follow them. It's just because, I don't know, I never made time to go do it. I just love their music. And it's the same with every artist. There's people that aren't like a diehard fan of us, but they love the music itself, which is so fucking dope because that makes the music speak for itself, saying that they strictly like us just off the music. They don't even know us, our image. Maybe some of them don't even know our face.
Yeah.
They don't even know what we look like other than what's on the Spotify profile.
Yeah.
They don't follow us on Instagram or anything like that. And that's so fucking cool, so humbling, and the coolest thing about seeing those numbers at the end of each year are just motivation. Like
motivation and reassurance.
We did better. Yeah, we did way better than we did last year, and we didn't even drop that much music this year.
Yeah, no, never enough.
Well, yeah, of course, never enough, but the music that we did drop was perceived very well.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That speaks volumes for.
I saw a couple artists that like I respect and fuck with that were like they were like, thank you so much for this amount of streams. I only dropped one song this year.
Yeah.
How? What?
I'll tell you.
What
how.
do you
streaming farms?
No. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying big artists, like actual artists, like that.
Bro.
I'm saying I'm not saying the
audiences.
numbers. I'm saying how did you only? No, I'm not saying the numbers. I'm saying
no.
How did you only drop one song?
I know.
That's crazy to me.
It's a crazy
because
year, it's a crazy year. Dude.
No, absolutely.
I would even say a lot of
fair.
artists were planning on dropping music and they just held it back this year because it wasn't the right time.
No, that's fair.
How you? Okay,
but some people
say you're an artist this year. Say us. We had an album this year and we were like, this is the best album. This is perfect. This is
you
us.
might hold off.
This is our debut album. Why would we ever have dropped it this year? We wouldn't have.
Right, because after that comes the tour.
How are you
going to
tour?
And
you're gonna go do radio shows. You're gonna go do meetings. You're gonna go do interviews. No.
No.
So you're gonna hold that back. So I feel like a lot of artists probably did that.
I agree.
That were of that caliber.
A certain tier, yeah.
If you're Drake level, you could drop it right now. It doesn't.
Not to mention, I think with the whole aspect of people being home all this time, some of those artists almost aided them with that kind of shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But listen, we just want to say we thank you very much for listening.
Yeah.
It's literally our
means
livelihood.
everything,
This is what we
It
live
means
for.
everything,
And not to say that our worth comes from other people, but just our craft, our art is our worth, and to know that someone is taking it and
crazy.
using it for their own life is the best feeling in the world. So we just wanted to thank everyone out there that's been listening to us and supporting.
I love you, bitch.
I never remember the next line of that little video. I just remember
I love you, bitch.
Yeah.
All I know is he's blowing the strings out.
We're not gonna get to both of these because it's just too late in the night.
Just do
but we did want to
first
get to a
one.
couple Instagram questions, and by a couple I mean one because it's too long now. And it's from our homie Eric Doan
That's the boy.
on Instagram @_EA_Doan_. Also, follow his Leatherworks page, Doan_Goods. He makes the fucking dopest
Very
wallets
dope.
and
all
belts.
handmade,
All that shit.
all handmade, all very high quality.
Yes.
Me and Frank were just talking about we've been
Yeah, we
sleeping
were.
on not getting something,
Yeah,
so
we
we're
were
gonna
just talking
definitely
about
go cop something.
So, yes,
And
go cop something. Just look at his
Also,
page. Dope photographer, all
I'm
that.
pretty sure the deadline to get your orders in
December.
It's
It
already
was
passed
Thanksgiving.
because
Now it's
he has-
December. He moved
yeah.
it up. I stay up to date.
He's got a lot. He got a lot of people that like that
I know,
shit, bro.
and he's just a one-man
Yeah,
show.
I love it. I love it. High
So-
quality.
So a couple
Low
weeks ago,
quantity, high quality.
that's right. I like that. So a couple weeks ago, he had asked. Actually, he didn't ask. It just this was his topic: ideal party nutrition.
Amazing.
My
question.
thought is that we're gonna separate it between before, during, and after.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Before the party,
Okay.
it's.
You wanna go first or you
Yeah,
want
I
me
do.
to go
I'm
first?
already
Okay,
on.
go
I'm
ahead.
already there.
Go ahead.
Before the party or before you're going out, it's 6-7 p.m. You're now getting to the point that you haven't eaten dinner yet.
I say we each get 2 choices for each one of these. Say them, and then we'll talk about them quick.
It's 6 or 7 p.m. You haven't gotten ready yet. You haven't eaten dinner yet, but it's about that time where you're starting to do the thing. My personal, I don't really necessarily, this is just personal experience. It's not necessarily advice of what I think is best. I feel like I fuck up a lot of times beforehand, and it's like, fuck, I'm not going to cook right now. I don't want to order food because I have
Never.
to start drinking soon. So I'm just going to shower, get dressed, and start drinking. And then the party comes. If there's not food there, you're fucked.
So you're saying nothing is a possible option?
I'm not saying it's a good option. I'm saying it might be the only
No,
option.
you're saying it is an option.
It's not even an option. It's the only. It's
No,
not like
no.
I had an option. Maybe
Yeah.
I could eat. Maybe
Yeah.
not. This is just what happens all the
Yeah.
time to me. So I didn't eat while I'm getting ready or whatever. Now it's the party. These people are in their 20s or early 30s. They didn't offer any fucking
That's a
food.
terrible option.
Yeah, I know. I know it is. And then afterwards, it's like, all right, what's going to sop up some of this alcohol and maybe make me a little less hungover tomorrow? The only answer is a couple slices of
You're
greasy
scum,
pizza.
bro.
And then you got to take 5 ibuprofen. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ibuprofen.
You could, but for anybody listening, your kidneys
No.
can only handle 1,200 milligrams of ibuprofen at one time. Fact check me on that. I'm pretty sure we got nurses that we're friends with. So they're
My
gonna
mom
murder
is a
me.
nurse, and
Yes.
she's always been like,
I'm-
yeah, take 5. It's
yes,
fine.
no, that's fine. They're 200 milligrams.
So I'm
apiece.
saying
so
5
5
is
of
cool.
them is 1,000 milligrams. I'm almost positive your kidneys can only process 1,200 at a time.
But my point is,
Never should you take probably
You got it,
that
you-
much when you're drinking either.
no,
not
yeah,
that
you shouldn't
your
do that at all.
liver
But
processes it,
but you know, you're already poisoning your body.
and
So,
don't take acetaminophen.
acetaminophen.
Oh, acetaminophen.
Acetaminophen.
What did I just say?
Or a spoonful of cinnamon.
when
Yep, get a spoonful.
you're drinking, because people are idiots.
No, yeah, you
your
don't do
liver
that.
is already processing the disgusting amount of alcohol. You just put it through it.
But-
Don't put more into it.
But when you're in your 20s or early 30s, or fuck it, I don't know, however old you are, and you're partying,
Wait, but what were you? No,
I know I'm going
oh,
there.
okay.
You're not really worrying about that.
Yeah.
What you're worried about is, I'm
Am I
fucking
gonna die
hungry.
in the morning?
Yeah. So what you have to do is eat some sort of carbohydrate
And pills.
at the night and a couple headache pills and chug a bottle or 2 of water.
Water is
I'm
a
telling
must.
you, you're gonna be tired. It's 4 in the morning. You shouldn't have been up this
Yeah.
late anyway.
Yeah.
But you won't have a
Yeah.
pounding headache
if,
in the morning
If
you
you're
do
not
that.
blacked out yet, try to follow those steps.
Yeah.
So I'll say this:
Go ahead. Tell me.
your last 2 were good ones. Your first one was garbage.
No, it wasn't
You
a
can't.
suggestion.
No,
it's just like
yeah,
that
I know.
happens a
I
lot.
know. I know what you're saying. Terrible though. Do not not eat anything before you go to drink. You have to fucking eat. No matter what it is, it does not matter what you eat. You must eat something before you go to drink.
Can I interject really
Yes.
quick? Yes, 100% agree. I was just saying most of the time that's what happens.
Yeah. No, I know you weren't saying do that.
I do have a suggestion for prehand, but go. You go.
So,
prehand.
honestly, it doesn't really matter what you eat. I would say if you could, eat a fucking good meal. Eat a wholesome good meal.
Protein,
But,
carbs.
yeah,
You know what I'm
if
thinking?
you can't, though.
It's like not Chipotle. Chipotle's not great for you, but
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like a hearty.
Vegetables, meat,
exactly.
carbs. Yeah.
Before you start drinking.
If you can, eat a full meal.
Yeah.
If you can't, just eat something. It doesn't matter what it is.
Granola
Eat
bar,
something.
man.
Literally
Sometimes
something.
you're desperate.
Get something in your stomach.
I mean, God forbid. I mean, me and him one time visited a college. There was no food in the house. We were literally dipping our fingers in a jar of peanut butter and eating
No,
the
but that
peanut
was
butter.
after the blackout.
You're right. That was we already drunk. All right, keep going.
Could we ever do that beforehand?
Sometimes you
Never.
got to do what you got to do.
Anything, you need to eat it. And you need to literally eat anything. Do not go out and drink on an empty stomach.
It's not good.
The
Don't
hardest
do it.
blackout
Done
you'll
it
ever
before.
have is on an empty stomach.
Done
It's
it
a
many
straight up
times.
fact. And so after you drink, after the night's over, I'll agree, nothing's better than a nice fucking
Pizza.
fat 1, 2, 3, 4 slices of fat pizza.
Yeah.
Now, depending on where you are,
Are you gonna say garbage plate?
well, yeah, of course. If you're in the Rock,
Yeah.
you're gonna need a garbage plate,
Listen.
and you're gonna need a Webster Hots plate. Empire
Well,
Hots is
you know what?
absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Anybody that eats that fucking sewer water is you don't know
agree.
garbage plates.
I agree.
You need Webster Hots.
But you know what? Don't even pick a
Cordello's
place.
used to make a little nice one too.
Whatever your personal preference is, though.
Yeah,
a garbage
I'm not
plate.
debating.
Obviously, it's not good for you. It's disgusting.
But it could.
And your stomach's not going to feel good in the morning.
Soak it.
But it's you're not going to have
couldn't
like
soak
oh
it,
my
yeah.
God, my body is malnourished feeling in the morning.
And
It's
I'll tell
gone.
you one more thing for that.
Please tell me.
Go to Wegmans. They're open 24. Go to Wegmans.
Yes.
Go to their food, the packaged food that all the food was fresh that day. They took it and they put it in packages because they're not going to waste it. So
Yes.
they're selling it.
Walk
Get
over-
it. Walk over to the microwave.
Yep. In Wegmans.
Microwave whatever it is that you want. You got pasta, pizza, calzones, salads, wraps, sandwiches,
microwave the salad.
subs, anything. You literally have anything. I would suggest a sub or a calzone if you're at Wegmans late night.
I like the mac and cheese of the Chinese.
Well, the mac
food.
and cheese is amazing, but that's not enough. No, the Chinese is poopy. The fucking because I'll tell you this: the chicken absorbs all of the sauce, and the chicken is hard, flavorless.
Yes, but we're also
bullshit.
talking about 3 a.m. drunk.
Of course. Well, then I'm going with the pasta, the sub,
Yeah.
or the pizza.
Yeah, they got
or the
they got a
calzone.
pretty good like
I'll tell you
chicken
this,
Alfredo
that
with like
calzone
peas.
hits heavy,
Yeah.
bro. Like this.
Right.
Boom. I haven't
then
had one in so long
I
like
think-
this.
I think this is where you're going with it. You might you get it.
You
from the
may pay
store.
for it, you may not.
No, that's what I was gonna say. You
Yeah.
microwave it, you eat it, you obnoxiously, drunkenly loud
Yeah.
eat it with your homies
Yeah.
in the prepared food
Yeah.
section, and then you walk out of the store.
Yeah.
You don't pay.
Well, there's different times. If we're absolutely on planet Neptune,
Not paying.
I need it instantly, and then after that, I literally have to leave.
I
so
might
there's
go
no
buy
way.
a donut just
But
to say I
there's-
bought something.
I would say more times than not, we've dude. It's like $3. Just go fucking give her some.
Yeah, I know.
dollars,
But you know what? When you're like 19, it's the
Yeah.
point of it. Like, we're drunk. Fuck it. This
Yeah,
is fun.
It wasn't like let's go steal. It was
Speaking
like
of which-
let's go eat and it's free.
to tie
you
it back
know?
to
We're
earlier
idiots.
when we were talking about the cart narcs, and I jokingly was like, you don't take a watermelon, just throw it at the ground. One time we were drunk at Wegmans, and Scary put his big fat guinea fist straight through a watermelon. Dude exploded it. We walk in the store, and he just looks at me, looks at the watermelon, goes, dude, destroys the watermelon.
I'm not the only one. I know Dodgy did that.
No,
many
one
times,
time
too.
Misha picked up a whole
Yes,
cantaloupe and threw it across the
yeah.
store.
Listen, goddamn, we gotta stop but we had some fun shenanigans.
I
doing
just
that
realized
shit.
how lucky we were to have Wegmans as a food option when we're drunk.
amazing, and
Sky's the
yeah,
limit.
very funny times being in there drunk. Thank God for
But
red
I
meats.
think the ideal party nutrition is...
Wait. I didn't do my end of the night now.
You did.
But-
You said 5 things. That was
No,
the end of the night.
That was after. Now,
That's
before
the
you
end
go
of
to
the
bed, though. Now, that's a whole different thing. You got before you go out, and then you got after you drink, or while you're drinking. I consider those the same thing. So the pizza after or while you're drinking. Now, before you go to bed, my brother taught me this. This is the college key
Bananas.
to success.
I knew this was coming.
Ibuprofen. I'll go back. Water before anything. You need to hydrate.
Water up.
You need to crush at least a full bottle of water at the minimum. The more the better. Then you take your ibuprofens. I usually do 3, 4 at most.
Big
Frank
shit.
likes to do 5.
5 or
Like
at
I
least.
said, over 1,200, don't do it. And the last key is a banana. Something about the potassium. It cures you while you're sleeping, and you will not have a hangover.
No, I believe it.
swear.
I believe. Yeah,
unless
no,
you
I've done
literally,
it.
unless you drank jungle juice the night before,
Yeah.
you're not gonna have a hangover.
That's a
if
great
you
point,
did a
too.
normal night of drinking and you're fucked up, you eat a banana and you drink water and you take ibuprofen, you eat a little something before that. I promise you're gonna wake up. Maybe your stomach's is feeling a little funny. You're gonna be fine though. If you drink a
No, but that's a great point though. On a normal night of drink,
Yeah.
there are certainly things or experiences
can't
or times.
avoid it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it don't matter if
If
you
you're
eat
drinking-
fucking
if you're
turmeric
drinking-
before the night. like
care what
you're
you-
done.
yeah.
You're fucked.
if
in
you're
the morning.
taking a Gatorade dispenser, like a water
and
dispenser,
putting Pinnacle whipped inside
Pinnacle
of it.
whipped with Skull and 6 gallons of wine punch and gummy bears and God knows whatever the fuck else
Yeah.
you put in there.
It don't matter
You're
what
gonna
you
wake
eat.
up or probably not wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
and you're gonna want to not wake up.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to have never woken up.
Yeah. I think to sum it up, ideal party nutrition. First, beforehand, eat a hearty meal.
Yeah.
Eat a real dinner.
Eat a heart
Don't-
of a baby.
Don't do that. You shouldn't do that. That's frowned upon. Don't eat fucking and I know like obviously you wouldn't do this, but like some people like quick fix, like fuck it, I'm gonna stock
Yeah,
a Taco
don't do
Bell
that.
before.
Don't
No,
do
like
that.
eat a real dinner,
Yeah. Don't do that.
drink your ass off. After the night, at least eat something, especially if it has carbs in
Yeah,
it.
you have to eat
another
something.
hearty meal. It's again, you're gonna shit your brains out in the morning, but that's already a given. You need something to soak up the alcohol while
Yes.
you're sleeping.
And at the minimum,
Definitely take some ibuprofen.
at the minimum,
Drink
though,
6 bottles of water.
at the minimum,
Tell me.
if you don't have access to anything else, at the minimum, before you go to bed, drink the fuck out of some water.
As many bottles, and
The
many
more
as
the
much
merrier.
water
if
as
you
you can
piss
get.
yourself during your sleep, that's fine.
No,
Couple
not true.
couple guys we know about
No, yeah. There's definitely times where people piss themselves, and it's not because they're
Yeah.
well hydrated.
couple guys we know, but a couple
Yeah.
girls we know.
Oh, you can't say that.
No, fucking Frank's had an account with Sealy, bro.
What? Oh, Sealy mattress.
Yeah.
By the way, I think I need a new mattress. Anyway,
Oh, shut up.
so yeah, carbo load. It's like you're getting ready for game day.
Yeah,
Always
like-
carbo load before the big
Carb
performance.
load,
Water,
alcohol
Gatorade.
load, Gatorade.
A Gatorade hungover's not bad, but I need water.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Wait, water sucks. It really, really sucks.
No, stop. For real though, water's most important. Fuck Gatorade.
No,
For a
fuck
hangover.
a Gatorade.
No,
Unless
but
it's-
it does help though. But I need
yeah,
water in the
yeah.
morning.
No, I need
Sometimes
water.
when I drink
a
a Gatorade,
warm Gatorade, you'll throw up at.
just gonna say
Yeah.
when I'm hungover and I drink a warm
Flavors
Gatorade,
a
it's
no-go.
disgusting.
I need water.
Yeah.
You know what, though? Real quick that we were talking about it. One last thing that we'll talk about. The fact that no matter how much ice you put in Hawaiian Punch, it does not get cold. That's a real
Yeah,
thing.
it's so
because
true.
there's so much sugar in it, bro.
It
It,
just
literally
doesn't
does
get
not
cold.
get cold. It's like dry. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
dry.
Yeah, it's like
It's
dry.
a dry liquid.
Yes. Dude, you know
Wow.
why? Because there's
It's
70,000 grams of sugar
That's
in it.
a crazy thing I haven't
Yeah.
thought about in a while.
Yes. Tastes
Literally.
like heaven.
It's great. It tastes like Hawaii.
Yeah. But anyways, love you guys.
Holy shit. I
Yeah.
mean, we talked about so many things.
Harriet Truman.
Harriet Truman. That's not a person.
I know. Dude, what is anything that we've ever said made sense?
Well, we say a lot of names. Susan B. Anthony.
Yeah, but that's just because rock, baby.
Pasternak, Tilker, and Ziegler for all your legal needs. So we thank you so much again for coming under the umbrella, episode 5. Can't believe it. We were just saying, can't believe it's been 5 episodes.
5 weeks,
It's just
bro.
nothing, but, it's like, holy shit.
Full month.
This whole idea came out of nowhere, kind of.
And
then we made it happen, and now it's 5 episodes.
Shout out
deep.
Zach Mazzachetti.
Always.
That's the homie for
He
pushing
helped
us
make it
on
happen,
this.
100%.
Yes.
Again, we thank you so much for consuming anything we do, specifically the music. It genuinely is our entire fucking livelihood. Like, it is what we live for, to be able to put any sort of calm in the storm of your life via our music and our art. So thank you for listening.
And I hope people realize that by now.
No, of course. I mean, any artist, that's
we're
their
not
goal.
doing it to like look cool or like.
No, I couldn't care.
Not
Look
that people-
cool. This is clearly the proof that we
no.
aren't cool.
Not that people think that, or we're saying people think that. Just, I think it's pretty evident now.
It's
intent,
genuine. It's
the intent.
authentic to us.
Yeah,
No, that's always our number one concern is the music and the art and just that people are getting it the way we want them to. You know, and again, so we thank you for that, and thank you for tuning in.
I love you, bitch.
Another episode of us talking about God knows what, and
Who knows?
this week, the live session is not a song. It's not a record we did. We're not crying about some.
We're about to talk to you.
We're about to talk that talk.
Yeah, talk that talk.
Spit that shit.
Sheesh.
It's been a while, so I know a lot of you love when we do what we're about to do to you.
Sheesh.
And here it comes. That's all I got to say.
Sheesh. Hello.
Goodbye.
Yeah, flow, name it. I know we've all heard of a wolf in sheep's clothing, but have you ever heard of a sheep in wolf's clothing? The type to fuck around with flow name get nose broken. The type to flex a rented whip just to get hoes open. To describe how they feel when they see 94 winning. There ain't enough salt in the whole ocean, and I might lose my mind, whether it's from the bullshit or a bullet loaded with a full clip, cock the trigger, pull it. I'm sicker than COVID, that's no cap, like no lid. We all gonna take this mask off in the future, here's the hope and see. You and me, we on a different level like field passes. My shorty got the type of ass that can yield traffic, and my homies from the wayside stay real active. You couldn't imagine the things I've done for a meal, actually. Been doing things that if my mama saw, she slapped me now. I said fuck the world or fuck them all, and I'm so happy now. Love me or they hate me, either way they always watch me now. I got the game in my pocket like Tamagotchi now. Eating the finest sushi, drinking the bombest sake now. Kendrick says they humble, I'm sorry if I get cocky now. If practice makes perfect, and I practice what I preach, then I'm the perfect preacher or pastor to make you Pacquiao. And I'm Mayweather, but these are April showers. Hate devours the love in my heart, I can't escape the hours late at night. Avoiding my nightmares just to live my dream. We all watching the same things on a different screen. It's the rap game, Bruce Wayne or even Mr. Clean. Eyes shining brighter than a pinky ring on Mr. T. Like Swing Scoop, it doesn't take the mystery machine to see that history repeats itself, and this is history. Yeah. And this is history. My brain's broken, but my ball's big. There ain't no fixing me, dog. Name it. Yeah, love and energy, friends and enemies. How much money can I tuck inside my denim jeans? As I'm walking through the valley of the den of thieves, I don't listen to the devil, just the melodies. I'm not a mortal man, baby, see I'm more refined. I'm not a god, but I'm close on the borderline. And I make art in every avenue of renaissance. They could kill me, but my Holy Ghost immortalized. Why I keep the 40 close when I'm sleeping in? Cause my dreams worth more when they see me dead. I got $1 billion thoughts and a lot of sense. Try and put me in a box, that's a lot of fence. View is beautiful when moving back the curtain. Working for my purpose, never working as my purpose. Careful you don't drown in the waves you've been surfing. Lost a lot of friends to the city of the serpents. You see the struggle really taught me a lot. I done seen some young bosses all fall from the top, and my losses taught me how to win. I was just a young boy, I'll never be broke again. See, I'm really in the trenches with intentions to win. I'll be on different dimensions, my ascension begins, yeah. But just remember that I work for it, middle finger first for 'em. Never show 'em hate, cause the love always hurts more. Oh yeah, that love always hurts more. Yeah, that love always hurts more. Ooh, yeah, 94, yeah.